When I lived in Korea with Norbert, we'd just be hanging out, and he would just have a gigantic chalice of red liquid, and he said it was hunch punch.
No, actually, I told you it was Chinese whiskey because I knew you had never been to China.
Yeah. So, oh, can I have some? No. I always thought you were rude too. I'm like, man, that dude, man.
Yo, I'm sorry I've derailed everything with my insane vampire story.
And then Norbert, you were always like, hey man, bring a friend over. So I'm like, oh okay, yeah. Like I don't know, but hey, you want to go over to Norbert's? And then I never see him again.
Yeah. Oh, what happened to Steve? He said he had to split.
Oh man. All right, so how about this? Let's take a quick break, and then when we come back, we'll talk more 30 Days of Night. Welcome back to Vampire Pizza, page 37. Norbert, inside the house, sitting on the couch, bit by vampire, speaking a weird language.
Ah, you son of a bitch. You let him bite me. I told you guys. Don't open the door unless you have the cash in hand, man. You can't just leave the door open during a zombie vampire apocalypse. Oh, Jesus.
Enter Mark Hoffmeyer with a Bayou accent, but he sounds strangely like Norbert.
Well, I told you, Norbert, when you wanted to get that pizza, I said no mushrooms. But you did it anyway. And when I asked you for the exact price, you said it was $14.99. Knowing that no one has 99 cents lying around their apartment. So I had to find the time to get the exact change.
Interior ringing. Bayou Mark picks up the phone, and it's Keith David.
Brr, brr. Yes? Who is this? What? You said you wanted a pizza. I sent the pizza to your house. And then you paid for the damn pizza, but you paid with an exact change. What kind of a man doesn't tip somebody on a pizza for delivering a pizza during a pandemic? What kind of shit is that? Unbelievable. Hey, why don't you get your ass over here and let me talk to you about why you should really tip a man during delivering a pizza? Boop, boop, boop. Suddenly the call is cut off.
In from another room, Sam Rockwell comes in, dancing, and he says,
hey man, so you guys, you should really pay attention because it seems like the entire block is on fire and the vampires have realized that a place that's getting pizza delivered to it probably has human meat inside. So we should, get out of here.
End scene.
Scene. Oh,
all right, so how about this? For Movies, Films, and Flicks Facebook, our page, I want you and I to do a real quick Josh Hartnett movie draft. So you pick a movie, I pick a movie, you pick a movie, I pick a movie. So we'll each pick 5, and we'll do Josh Hartnett movies.
Excellent. It sounds good, man, because I like Hartnett. And the reason why Hartnett's a great actor is because he's in that SimCity movie for 20 seconds, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And you do not forget his role. He was so good as that assassin.
Dude, Hartnett's cool, man. I'm telling you, like a lot of the roles. I guess we'll talk during I liked him a lot. He was he was the villain in that, right? He was Iago.
Yeah,
I dig that. I don't know, 40 Days, 40 Nights. Lucky Number 11. I'm giving away some movies. What's your first pick?
My first pick is definitely going to be what we were just talking about, man. 30 Days a Night.
30 Days a Night.
Lucky number 11 was better than it deserved to be, quite honestly.
All right, Lucky Number. Oh, jeez Louise. Do I want to be Chico? Do I want to be cheap? Do I want to go for the win, or do I want to go for movies I like?
You know what, man? Go for the throat, man. It's capitalism.
Black Hawk Down.
Ah, okay. I choose Hollywood Homicide because that movie is better than you remember it, quite honestly. And for no reason, it has 50 Cent, Andre Benjamin. It was written by the guy who wrote White Man Can't Jump. And you get the classic Lolita Davidovich, because that's a great name to say. And finally, Keith David's also in the movie. So how the hell didn't you watch Hollywood Homicide?
I love it. All right, I'm going to do The Faculty. I've covered that on the podcast. That's been a really popular movie, so I'm going to do The Faculty.
I think the reason why The Faculty was popular because of that one song, I'm not sick, but I'm not well.
Oh, yeah.
That song was really popular at the time, man.
Oh, yeah. And remember that movie with Katie Holmes, and they had the song by The Flies? Got you where I want you. It was Nick Stahl. There was robots.
Okay, that is okay. Okay, you need to send me the name of that movie because I would watch that, but I would need a bottle of scotch because Nick Stahl and early Claire Danes, that's clearly some, oh my God, like we're so beautiful, but we have like problems.
Oh, I'll send you. I'll send you it when we're done.
Nick Stahl. Oh, that guy really fell off. That was too bad.
Bully. His performance in that movie haunts me. What an insane film, man. Larry Clark is a maniac.
Yeah, well, yeah. Let's not talk about Larry Clark. You want to keep this PG-13.
All right, yeah, sounds good. Kids, geez Louise. All right, who's your next one?
Okay, now here's my problem. I haven't seen actually a lot of Josh Hartnett movies, which is why I keep wondering like what happened to Josh Hartnett. So I will take some time and I will definitely catch a bunch of Josh Hartnett flicks, and then we'll be ready to rock and roll with our choice. But I think I want to check out the Black Dahlia because that seems like it would be good.
Okay, so you're picking the Black Dahlia?
Yeah, it's got Aaron Eckhart, aka the Chin.
The Black Dahlia. You never watch Halloween H2O?
Here's the thing. Growing up, I was a straight Freddy Krueger, Jason dude. Michael Myers never did anything for me. I like the ding 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 ding. You know, I like the song, but Halloween always struck me as kind of boring. You know, Friday the 13th and A Nightmare on Elm Street, they always had the blood, the nudity, the jokes, the gore.
You've never watched Halloween H2O?
I really haven't. Is that the one with Busta Rhymes?
No, that's her Resurrection. H2O is where. So I did a data post. Michael steals a car, drives from Illinois to California, and he fills up his gas tank. And I figured out how far the Skylark could go based on the miles per gallon. So we had to stop for gas. Michael Myers? Yeah, Michael Myers drives cross country in a car that he steals. And he fills up his gas tank. He has to siphon gas. I did all the math. And I figured out how many times he has to use his blinker. And then he goes and he finds Jamie Lee Curtis in California and Laurie Strode. And he goes to hunt her. And her son, like Michelle Williams is in it. Josh Hartnett is in it. And it ends with Jamie Lee Curtis. It's a pretty cool ending scene where it gets wrecked later on, but I like it where she's just like, screw this. So she grabs an axe and she goes looking for Michael Myers. And it's just a cool thing of Laurie Strode going on the offensive to kill her brother. And it gets retconned.
You see, this is what I'm saying, man. You know who doesn't need to drive a car to murder you? Freddy Krueger. You know what I'm saying? You know who doesn't need to siphon gas from a tank? You know, Jason Voorhees, you know? Jason Voorhees and Freddy Krueger, they don't give a damn about AAA and Michelin ratings on the road to murder their sibling. You know, they just do what they got to do, man. I can't with Michael Myers, but I'm going to watch it for our tournament.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay, good. Yeah, please. No, but we still got to pick, man. You got to pick. I'm going to pick Sin City for my third pick. You got to pick one more.
I thought I picked Sin City.
You did 30 Days a Night, Hollywood Homicide, and Black Dahlia. Okay. I'll give you Sin City. You know what? I'll get rid of Black Dahlia.
No, you take Sin City. You take Sin City.
You got Sin City.
Instead of Sin City, I'm gonna go Lucky Number 11 because I enjoyed that movie, and that's a movie I like, man. You know, for some reason Lucy Liu is in it. You know, the hot girl from Queens.
Yeah, she's great. I'm gonna do Halloween H2O after our long filling up gas discussion. So right now you have 30 Days a Night, Hollywood Homicide, and Lucky Number 11.
Okay. And now I'm just on Wikipedia looking at titles. So I call Wild Horses because for some reason it seems to be a Western with James Franco and Robert Duvall. I think the unintentional comedy for that movie is high, even though it's supposed to be a crime film.
Wild Horses.
That looks really bad. That looks like it's so bad it's good. So I call Wild Horses.
All right. Now, maybe 40 Days a Night would get 40 Days, 40 Nights would get some. Pearl Harbor maybe, but I'm going to say The Virgin Suicides. I like that movie. Sofia Coppola. I'm going to go with that, The Virgin Suicides. So right now you have one left.
Okay. Ooh, Virgin Suicides. It's got James Woods and Kirsten Dunst. That would probably be good.
Mm-hmm. Well, so it's Sofia Coppola's first movie. It's good. I went to a Kmart and bought the VHS tape in high school.
Okay. I'm going against type, and I'm going to choose Pearl Harbor because that movie is terrible.
All right, there it is. So you have 30 Days a Night, Hollywood Homicide, Lucky Number 11, Wild Horses, Pearl Harbor. I have Black Hawk Down, The Faculty, Sin City, Halloween H2O, and The Virgin Suicides.
Yeah, it sounds like you win. Crap.
I lose most of these. Megan's won her last 4. She's crushing people. But you know what? We did movies with we did a tournament where we had movies with numbers in their title. I could have done Halloween H2O. I could have picked 40 Days, 40 Nights.
Mm-hmm.
I think he has a few more with numbers in their title. I could have picked a few of his films. I could have had almost all Josh Hartnett picture. I would have lost in the first round.
Okay, let me ask you a question, man.
Yeah.
So that we can chat a little bit more about 30 Days a Night. What the hell is a utilidor?
It's a really, what are they chopping up there? Why do they need, what is that? And why aren't the vampires in there?
I have done the research, my friend, and I know what a utilidor is. I have watched this movie since 2007, and every time they're like, oh, blah, 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 the utilidor, and then you see the machine, the muffin monster, that grinds everything into small paste. A utilidor is not the muffin monster. A utilidor is a utility tunnel, a passage built underground or above ground to carry utility lines such as electricity, steam, water supply pipes, and sewer pipes. That is a utilidor. Did we ever see the utilidor, or did we just see the muffin monster? Or is the muffin monster within the utilidor? That's the only thing that irritates me about this movie.
Well, don't they get into the utilidor to get to the muffin monster? Don't they crawl in that pipe to get to it?
Okay, so that makes a lot of sense. Okay, now there it is. Okay, there it is. Walt Disney World has an incredible utilidor, apparently. They're a part of Disney's backstage area. They allow Disney employees to perform park support operations, such as trash removal, out of the sight of guests. And in Arctic towns, they're above-ground enclosed utility conduits that are used in larger communities in the northern polar region where permafrost does not allow the normal practice of burying water and sewer pipes underground. The more you know.
Hey now. Wow. Dude, this is awesome, man. This is some good. This is some A+ research right here. How happy were you? How happy were you when you did this?
Listen, man, it drove me crazy. I'm like, what the F is a utilidor? Every time I watch this movie, they're always like, the utilidor, the utilidor. It seems like such an important thing. And I'm like, where's the utilidor? And now we know. And like we used to say, knowing is half the battle. G.I. Joe.
You know what's interesting about this movie? There was no out-of-towners there. So sometimes in films you get the out-of-towner with the townies, and then the townies have to explain everything to the out-of-towners.
Right.
But then this one, they're all in the town, so they never go, yeah, let's go to the long pipe that transports things.
Well, riddle me this, Mark Hoffmeyer.
Uh-oh.
Have you ever said to yourself, you know what? I'm going to Alaska on vacation.
Yes.
You know what? Quite honestly, I regret asking that question because you would have said yes. Now that I think about it, type of dude you are. You would have been like, and this is Mark Hoffmeyer, and I'm in Alaska, and look, there's snow, and over there, oh my God, it's a caribou. I'm going to go interview that caribou.
Hey, caribou, how you doing?
Exactly. Hey, caribou, what's it like to be a caribou?
What are your thoughts about the caribous in The Revenant?
Hey, caribou, do you think that the caribou and the Revenant were lit properly? How was the blocking for the caribou and the Revenant? I'm Mark Hoffmeyer.
That was a great answer, caribou. Thank you. I'll be right back. And then the caribou gives me a ride back to the boat.
That's right. Tune in next week when we look at the difference between Alaska snow and New York snow. Why is the New York snow yellow?
I'm going to get swallowed by a whale in the harbor, and I'm going to see how Pinocchio felt. We'll be back. I'm inside the whale, folks.
Alaska. What's the deal with Alaska anyway? I'm Mark Hoffmeyer.
Why has the sun not set yet? An investigation.
I'm Mark Hoffmeyer. I got here 2 weeks ago, but now it's like actually 40 years later because the sun never rose. I'm Mark Hoffmeyer.
I have lost all time of sense and place.
All time of sense and place, exactly.
I am currently talking into a toothbrush.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Mark, you've been here for 3 days.
What? There's no way. It is not 2064, and the robots have taken over Alaska. Look at that one, transforming from an oil rig into a utilidor.
I'll be right back.
I'm sorry.
I just defeated a transformer.
Once again.
I never thought it'd happen again. After Bolivia.
Okay, and then here's my other thing about this movie. That was a great little. I like how we go off on our tangents, but yeah, you would love Alaska, no matter what happened there. Alaska seems to be falling off into the Pacific Ocean. I'm gonna get on a surfboard.